What's good? What's good, everybody? I'm back. This is Mr. Trutman, back for another video. And here today, I want to go over our project, the Music Abstract Art Project. So, I want to show you a few examples of how you can go about coming up with your idea for your project. First off, the first thing that you have to do is think of the song, your most favorite song, or the song that you think you want to interpret as a piece of artwork. You want to think about how you want that piece of artwork to look. And remember, we talked about how different lines make things feel different ways. Does the song feel whimsical? Does it feel like a song that has a lot of energy? You know what I'm saying? So does it feel like a song that has a lot of danger to it, like a strong, powerful feel to it? Does it feel really chill, laid back, and calm, cool, and collected? This is kind of what you want to keep in mind. Now, let's say I got my music here, and y'all know normally I have music, so let's go for it. Beautiful music, right? Got something nice going on in the background. Cool. Alright, so I'm feeling it. So let's just get to it now. So how can I describe this song, man? It's kind of laid back. It's kind of real chill, right? It's real chill. You know, so what's the type of lines should I see? I probably should see some wavy lines, maybe. You know, maybe I should have some dotted lines here. I like the rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Remember, dotted lines are whimsical and they bring up rhythm. So if it has a very rhythmic feel, really strong beat, yeah, something gentle, cool. Maybe what kind of other lines I might have in here? Maybe I might even play around with something like this, like a zigzag, some type of zigzaggy type of thing, like a heartbeat type thing, like from a heart monitor, but it's still a zigzag. You got me? You can mix these things up. It's totally fine. You just want to capture the feeling of the music. Maybe I can have some triangles in here and some maybe triangles and circles. You know, does that kind of feel like the song so far? Like these are the type of things we'll see. What about the colors? Maybe some purples. You know, maybe this kind of purple. My bad. It's kind of purple here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of this in here. You know what I'm saying? My bad. Did it again. Maybe some of this. You know? So we're staying kind of like over here. You see my color picker? It's like come somewhere in this range. We stay over here somewhere in these beautiful purples and things like that. And maybe that horn can be something else. Maybe that could be like a yellow. You know what I mean? Like as it pop out, maybe it could be a yellow as that horn comes in. You know? So maybe I can get some kind of cool yellow color, or like close to an orange or something. Maybe it's, let's see, let's mess with this one right here, and then maybe I'm always messing with this. Maybe we can have something. Let's look at this yellow. I'll change it a little bit. So now we got this song, right? Y'all heard the song. Y'all heard it, right? Let's put it on replay. I'm gonna go back to it. I want it on replay because I want us to hear it. Alright? And we're gonna use this song as our inspiration. Like I said, I'm gonna have some yellows in there. My bad. Again. Maybe some yellows in there. Maybe even some light blues. Maybe a light blue here and there, to help with contrast, right? Remember, because what I want you to think about with this project too, y'all, this is not, don't cry, this is not just, you're not just doing things about balance. I want you to add everything that you could think of that you've learned so far into this project. You have to add everything you could think of to this project. This is going to show me how much you've learned so far. So then we just take what we learned, right? This is our elements. This is things that we're gonna use, our inspiration for it, right? And now you want to use everything you have here to make your awesome image, right? And so we're going to take those ideas. We're going to start playing around with this image. So right, I would fill it up. Let's say I want gradients, because I taught you guys how to use gradients. And you just fill it in with colors and lines. And you think about where you want to put stuff. Remember, think about composition. Think about where you want things to go. Maybe you can have something kind of doing this thing. Let me widen it up so I can really play around with this. You can have this thing going on where it's like something like this, right? And you know, I want you to really see how everything is working, okay? See how everything's, really think about how everything's working and really try to get things where it needs to be, all right? Why is it not doing this for me? But don't worry about that. Anyway, so maybe you want a line that comes across the screen like this. Maybe you want to have something do something. Oh, my bad, y'all. Go back. Maybe you want something like this where it comes out from here or something like that. Like that balance, that image of the balance with the 5 in the middle, and it kind of makes this thing right here. Maybe you want it to kind of do this. Maybe you wanna have something go across the screen straight. But since we're not using a straight line, remember, because we have wavy lines and dotted lines, maybe we can do something like this then. Right? And I can have these get bigger as they get closer to me, right? You know? And we got this dotted line thing going on now, okay? So now we got this kind of thing going on where we got this path, right? We got this path that we made. Maybe I can add a couple of variation of little dots in between. Now we got this path that we made. And then we can add a dotted line. Maybe I could do something like this and make a dotted line going around it. You know, I can have a dotted line. What color would I use? Let me look at this. Let's have my dotted line be like this blue, you know? Really, you should, and I think you should think about your color for your background. I didn't do that first. I should have did that first. Let's do that. My color for my background, just throw a color in there. Matter of fact, I'll make the background a gradient of, you can color this in. It's up to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Of like red. Nah, I want purple. I want purple background. I want blue. Nah, I'm gonna use a purplish blue background, right? Blue. And let's go with purple. Purple, right? And let's do this. Come on, yo. Stop doing this to me. Okay, it's acting funny. Hold up, y'all. My bad. Okay, cool. So now I got this this interesting mix of colors here. I have this purple. I want it to be that. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me make that color, that purple darker.
Please try again.
Boom. That's kind of cool, right? So now we got this nice thing going on. I'm gonna go all the way across. See? So we got this interesting thing going on here. I think that's pretty dope. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Let me fix this a little bit, y'all. But anyways, yeah. So we got this nice gradient going on. Nope, I wanted it to be darker. You get the idea though. Got this nice gradient. Better. That's way better. And so now we got this cool stuff happening with the gradient right here. And I'm gonna start adding other things to it. Like, what if I don't want this blue to be that light? What if I want it to kind of be something more like this blue? You know what I mean? And then we can have a brighter color. Like maybe we want this blue to really do its thing. You know what I mean? So I can kind of, let's go to another layer. And I want a dotted line, right? Maybe I want a dotted line to kind of, no man, I want this one. This guy right here. want this guy right here to kind of know this guy, okay? And I want him to kind of, and as it gets closer to the front, you can make those lines get bigger and bigger, because remember, contrast can make a 3D effect, all kind of stuff happen, right? And it helps things stand out. And some types of contrast is not just color and value, but also size. Got it? So if you add different sizes, it can make different effects happen, like making this feel as if it's far away and close up. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. So keep that type of stuff in mind when you're doing this. And you just kind of move things around until you get something that you really like. Alright? What if I want something like this, right? Let's take this purple. I want to take this nice purple. And I kind of want this like gentle feeling in the background. I'm just going to add a texture back there. I'm just going to add a random type of mark, whether it be triangles. Let's do these, like, yeah, let's do triangles, y'all. You want to do that? Let's do triangles. And I'm going to make this pretty quick. I want to try to hurry up and get off this thing so y'all can kind of just see some examples and go about your business, right? So now I got these triangles. Dope. I got this dope triangle brush that I'm about to make. And it's going to be pretty dope, y'all. So, let me see. And I'm about to mess with this triangle brush, because this triangle brush is pretty gangster, right? Well, what's happening? Oh, it's not on brush. Okay, so I got my triangle brush. I'm about to mess with this triangle brush, y'all. And I'm gonna scatter it. See, y'all don't get to see this type of stuff too much. I'm gonna mess with my triangle brush. Is it this one? No, I want this one. Okay, cool. Now I got my brush presets. Go ahead. Let me do this real quick. Scatter, man. Scatter that junk. Definitely like that. Shape dynamics. I want this to like spin. I want them to be different ways and all that type of stuff. Yeah. Do I want a lot? Nah, I don't want a lot. I want it to jitter a little bit. Control, pin pressure, and pin tilt, and. Okay, that's pin pressure. But yeah, y'all, you want to kind of play around with the different things in your picture. You want to kind of put different things. Remember I said let's maybe put some triangles and circles. So let's do that. Alright, so now I got this thing going on. And I'm going to put that in my picture. And no, you're not going to be doing this because you don't have Photoshop. But you're going to be taking ideas from me, right? I want you to take some of these ideas and kind of really think about how you can use them. That's too much. I want that to be less. Less. I want you to take these ideas and use them. You know? It won't let me look at it, but that's alright. Where is it? I do want that there too. That's what I wanted. That's another thing I wanted. Get this one. Dope. I just want one. Get that back. So now I got some triangles that I'm gonna put in here. Y'all like, dude, get to it. I know. That's even better. Dope. And you know, cool. That's a lot better. So I can kind of come in here now, y'all. Sorry about that. And I can kind of do something cooler. Y'all just watch me for like 15 seconds, 15 minutes. But see, now I can kind of add this stuff in here. So I got some random triangles in here now. And that looks a lot better than it did before. Just with some extra effects. Like, so you can literally take something in the shape of a triangle, y'all, and y'all can smash this on here. Just make triangles. You got me? I don't want you worrying about a whole bunch of crazy stuff, but see what I mean? Fill this thing up, man. Now we got a whole bunch. And what I kind of want to do is I kind of want this to end up kind of blend in. I don't want this to be too bright. So I kind of want them to kind of subtly be there in the background. So now we got all these different shapes. And yeah, so you just keep playing with this till you get something you want. And you use the elements that you have. And you can do whatever you want. Remember, we looked at Wisely Kandinsky stuff. And he had lines in different places. He had different things going on with his picture. All of it wasn't just a bunch of circles, okay? So keep that type of thing in mind, all right? Keep that type of thing in mind. You don't have to have just a bunch of circles. You can have some things like this, just there, to kind of influence the image. You can have some other stuff there to kind of influence your image, and just be like, if this is what you want, you can have something cool like that. This, you got me? What else was I gonna put in? Yellow. You know? What if you want some I got this on the background, that's why I was doing that. That's another layer. What if I want some like yeah, what if I want something like some yellow dots on here? What if I want a yellow triangle somewhere? You know, just play around until you get what you want, and make sure that you have some things that stand out. You want something that stands out in your image. You know, you want some things that really stand out in your image. You don't want just a few things. Remember, you need to have a variation of things. You need to have something to create balance, some bigger things in there to create some balance, some smaller things in there to create balance, you know? And you want to spread things out and see how you feel about it. Alright? Play around with this. See how you feel. See if you like the direction it's going in. Alright? You don't have to, like, say for this triangle, you don't have to have it just like this. You can make them any way. Or I can make it like this, but I can also do something like this. You know, it just depends on what you want and what you think is dope. You know, and you just keep coming up with stuff until you think you got exactly what you want. And you can use black, use any color you want to kind of figure out how you want this to be. If you want to add some crazy stuff to this, you know, do that and just come up with something. And play around with this until you get things the way you want it to be. What if I put this here and I added some ink drops or something, you know, on some of my, you know what I mean? And you can have something like that as a part of what's happening in your image. Alright, I want y'all to be creative, but I also want you to follow the directions I gave you. Make it interesting. Make it interesting, you know? This is abstract. It's all about how it feels and what you want people to feel. Not necessarily just the story. You want people to feel a certain way, okay? So, again, I'm gonna edit this to make sure it's not too long. Well, I might just leave it the way it is. And what I want you to do is I want you to draw with the video. Use it to help you come up with some ideas. See, this is still a wavy line, okay? Use it. Use that to your advantage, okay? And that's something you can do, you know? Something you can do. And that's still nice. That came out actually pretty cool. I like this a lot. I actually like this pretty good bit. I would darken this maybe just a little bit more, maybe, or maybe darken the other side. Maybe I would even do this. Maybe you can have and your lines can be a gradient. Maybe you want to be that kid that wants to go the extra mile and really make something smaller, the gradient. You could take this and make this a gradient, you know. Challenge. I want you to make something cool. Don't make something that you think would be completely easy for you. Make something dope, y'all. Try to stand out with your artwork and make something unique, you know. Just like inverse, and then come on here and just do something gangster, like really go hard in the paint on some of this stuff. Go hard in the paint, you know, and see what happens. Matter of fact, let me do another thing. Do this instead, and we're gonna let's get rid of what I had, and then we just do this. Okay, so now we got this thing going on, you know. And if you don't like it, think about it. You can practice it on a different piece of paper. If you don't like it, change it, you know. That's still pretty cool. What if I wanna make this side over here on this thing darker? Whoop. Not that. What if I wanna make the background just a little bit darker? You know? That's pretty dope. But anyways, play around with stuff. See how you feel about it. This is experimenting. This is freedom. I want you to come up with your own ideas, your own thoughts behind all of this stuff. And just see how you feel about it. And if it stands out to you, if it makes sense to you, you like it, and it fits the theme of the song or the music that you were listening to, go for it. Oh, it got dark in here. Go for it, you know. Go for what you think looks good. And that's it. And here's some examples. Let me show y'all some examples I made earlier on. Let's look at this. Here's some examples I made to give you all to look at. You know, this is one of my first examples, real simple. You can add more to this and make it look more interesting, like this one. If you want something to blend into the background more, get colors that are similar to it and have a similar value, and it'll start to blend into the background a little bit, and it'll add a lot of variation. This is pretty cool too, right? I want y'all to have fun with this. Have fun. Create something unique, right? And enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. This is not all serious, but you will be as long as you meet the requirements. Make sure you use different types of line and things and come up with whatever you want to come up with. Okay? Cool. So that's pretty much it. Think about how you're going to use it. Try not to have too much and just spread everything out. Spread a little bit of everything out and you should come up with something interesting, alright? Anyways, again, this is Mr. Trutman. I'll see you soon. And I hope y'all got something out of this. Alright? Peace.